12 News for the Deaf. My name is Sheyi Ogunbayo. The federal government is taking steps towards reviewing the contractual agreement signed with contractors handling federal roads in Ogun State and delivering a new beginning of critical infrastructure development for Nigerians under the renewed Hope administration of President Bola Tinubu. Minister of Works Dave Umahi stated this in Nta Abeokuta during his working visit to Ogun State. More than 3,000 beneficiaries will enjoy health care among other social services and programs during the week-long celebration of the 80th birthday of the Alaki and Paramount ruler of Egbaland, Oba Adedotun Aremu Gbadebo. The chairman planning committee of the monarch's birthday celebration, Chief Yinka Kufile, stated this at the press conference to reel out activities for the celebration, which commences on the 14th of September. The Medical and Dental Consultant Association of Nigeria, FMC, Abeokuta branch, are urging the federal government and security agencies to take decisive step towards ensuring adequate security of lives and of healthcare workers and all Nigerians. The association stated this during a peaceful march in solidarity with the Nigerian Medical Association across River State, demanding the rescue of one of them, a professor of neurology, Dr. Elkanem Phillips, who was abducted 49 days ago in Calabar. As part of efforts to ensure optical health, the Radio, Television, Theatre and Arts Workers Union, Ratahu Ogun State Council has organized a one-day free eye screening for members of the public to promote the overall well-being of members for optimum performance. The Nigerian Labour Congress has declared 2 days warning strike beginning from 5th to 6th September 2023 over unmet demands. President of the Congress, Joseph Ajaero, made the declaration before newsmen after the meeting of the National Executive Council held Thursday night. The organized labor lamented delay in the implementation of its reached agreement with government over provision of social safety nets to Nigerians, invasion of the National Secretariat of NURTW by suspected policemen, and intimidation of workers in Imo and Abia states as well as the aviation sector. NLC also raised concerns over demolition of structures in Abuja, asking the government to consider resettlement of the affected communities who are mostly poor before embarking on such action. And finally, before we end the news, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has tasked the United Nations to be more practical in supporting Nigeria in the fight against terrorism in view of the rippling effects on global peace, displacement of people and rising poverty. In an audience with the Under-Secretary General of the United Nations Office on Counterterrorism, Mr. Vladimir Voronkov, at the State House in Abuja, the President noted that terrorism had consistently reversed the gains on development and increased instability in families and communities, but that UN cooperation in dealing with it had always been consistent and whimsical in the developing world context. A statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity says President Tinubu noted that in going forward, global peace and prosperity would demand the swift and comprehensive provision of the right answers to the challenge posed by insurgencies in parts of the world which threaten universal stability, while commending Nigeria's contributions towards global counterterrorism effects. The Under-Secretary General noted that Nigeria had already had a framework on prevention, mitigation, and reconciliation, commending the efforts taken so far in tackling terrorism. Mr. Voronkov told the President that the UN would plan a counterterrorism summit in Abuja slated for April 2024, and it would be largely driven by African nations with an African agenda. That's the size of our news for today. Join us again on Monday for another edition of News for the Deaf. Good night.